Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Happy first day of spring to all of you. How are you all doing today? Today's video during Stock Week, part 4. We're going to be talking about the 3 stockbrokers that I use. Now I do have an affiliate link for all of them that I'll post in the description and in the comments, and each of them offer something different. So we'll talk a little bit about that. So let me go ahead and show you here. So here they are. Get my light off here. There we go. Let's see the trilogy. There they are. The trilogy. So I use all 3 of these. What are they? This is M1 Finance. This is Robinhood. This is Webull. Okay? I use them all for different purposes. For the most part, I use this one and this one the most. This one, it's much harder to actually do stuff in this one, especially with some of the issues I've had recently bug-wise, but let's just talk a little about them. M1 Finance is about long-term investing. You create a pie, essentially, and you put companies in there. So let's say you have 4 companies you want to invest in. Let's say you do 50% for one company, 20% for another one, just percentages like that. And then you just put money into the account and it automatically buys the shares needed to accommodate, 50% of your money going towards wherever. Okay, that's pretty much how this works. And they buy fractional shares. So if you want to own a little bit of Amazon is like $2,000 a share almost. You can get some of Amazon just for $1, essentially. Okay, so that's M1 Finance. This is for long-term growth, pretty much. You can't, sell and buy stuff really quickly. These other 2 can be used for either long-term growth or for actual trading, like swing trading or day trading. Okay? So if you're a beginner, I do recommend this one first. And you can get $10 if you fund your account. So you can even set up a retirement account as well. So you can certainly check that out. And we will go over my portfolio in just a moment. Let me talk about these other 2 though. So Robinhood, probably one of the well-known, probably the most well-known one actually. You can use it for long-term investing, but you can also use it for short-term trading. It is a bit different than this one in that you can't buy fractional shares yet. They are implementing a feature where you can buy partial shares. So if you want to own Amazon right now, at the time of making this video, you got to have enough money to actually buy Amazon in your account. So yeah, it's really not the best in that regard. Now they do also offer a cash management account where you earn interest on your money that is uninvested. So if you want to use it as a bank account, you can do that as well. Used to be 1.8%, but due to all the cuts that their Federal Reserve has made due to this, this crazy thing going around, 0.3% is now where it's at, which absolutely sucks. So this one lacks the ability to do more complex trading. So this is probably more for if you're doing like swing trading or you just want long term and you don't like this one. Okay, that's pretty much what I would use it for. This one, on the other hand, this is a more advanced platform that I recommend if you want to do day trading or intraday trading or any sort of other more complex type of trading. And I've used this one and it works really well, and I'll show you that in just a moment also. Now, the thing is, all of these, like usually you would, when you're buying or selling a stock, it would cost you a commission fee. Meaning, if a company is charging you $1 to execute the sale of a stock, that means you had to pay an additional $1 for every amount of stock that every order that you place. The thing about these, all of these are free and commission free. Now there are some fees associated with actually selling a stock, but if you're doing it relatively low price, it's only going to cost you a few pennies. Okay, so if you're trading and you only make $1 from it, it's probably only going to cost you 2 pennies. That's usually where the calculation comes into play. So all of these are free. As I said, I don't know which one was the first one to come out. I think it was Robinhood, the first one to come out with commission-free trading. I don't know if that was the first platform ever to do that, but I know Robinhood came out pretty sure first, and then M1 Finance, and then Webull. Now, as I said, M1 Finance, you can get $10 if you fund your account. Robinhood, you can get a free stock up to like about maybe $150 or so. And then Webull, you can actually get a free stock. You can get 2 free stocks, I think, actually, up to $1,400. I don't know anyone who's probably gotten that $1,400 free stock, but if you did, oh my gosh. So pretty much what you could do is you could create your account using my links, and then when you create it, you can get your free stock, and then if you don't want it, guess what? You can just sell it. And there you go, free money. Even if it is only a few bucks, you just got some free money. Okay? And then you can transfer it right back into your bank account and say, I'm never using this again. If that's how you really want to be. But no, that's not where we're going with today. So let's talk a little bit about each of these, okay? And what I like and dislike about them. So the first one we're going to look at, and I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. I'm going to show you my account, how much money I have in the account as well. Okay, and then I'll show you some of the other stuff that I have. So, and then primarily what I'm not going to go super crazy showing you all the different stocks that I'm invested in. I'll save that for tomorrow. But I'm just going to show you an overall. Okay, so let me show you the M1 Finance account first. So here's my M1 Finance account. As you can see, look, it's $708. Look, it's going up. It's up. It's up. Look. It says 846. Look, up, 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 up. Oh my gosh, where was it? What was it? Oh my gosh. Look at that. You know why that is, right? Due to this whole crazy thing that's going on. Look at this. I was literally up to $994. I was so close. I was so close to 1,000. I was so excited, like, yes, 1,000. And I kept refreshing the page. It was like, I don't remember what the highest was. I think it was like 996 or 997. I was like, yes. And then the market crash. There it is. Now again, this is for long-term growth. So I'm not concerned about this because I have companies here that I am invested in that I see for long-term, okay? A lot of this is negative, as you can see. A lot of it is. But this is pretty much how it works. You create a pie of companies that you want to be invested in, okay? And then you put money in here, and then it automatically distributes it for you, okay? And let's see, if I click on this, look how much money I've made just in dividends. I made $10 in dividends. And I haven't even had this account a year yet. And let me show you something else crazy, just a moment. So if I click on activity, right up here, and I filter only dividends, okay? Let me show you here, all the way back down to March here, okay? So here's a negative dividend. I think they actually gave too much, but let me just scroll through these. Look at all these dividends I'm getting just in March. That's just in March. It's not much, but it's all there. You see that? So, I mean, look how much I get paid on the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, 10th, 12th. I mean, it's almost every day, it seems. It's insane. So imagine if I had 10 times the amount of money in this account. How much dividends I'd be making. So, that's pretty much M1 Finance there. You saw I'm putting a little bit of money in it as time goes on. You saw the huge crash, but the main reason why I'm so in the negative is because I just started investing the middle of last year when things were already, pretty high up, and things have plummeted so much recently. You saw that. It's absolute insanity what's going on. But that's my favorite for long-term investing, okay? And we will talk a little bit about, the companies that I am invested in tomorrow, okay? Next one, Robinhood. Let's go ahead and view Robinhood. We'll view this one before as well. I'm going to pull up the Tesla page here, okay? So this is pretty much what Robinhood is. We have Tesla. We see the graph here, a very basic graph. We see just this morning Tesla was $363 and it's gone up, what is that, $80 since this morning? Pretty crazy. And I can, place an order here. I don't have enough money in my account. I haven't fully, funded this account, even though I will get more interest in this account than I will my bank account. But I can purchase how many shares? Let's say I want to purchase 69 shares. Well, that's going to cost me $30,000, and I do not have $30,000 in this account. So we can click on expand, we can see a more detailed graph that I have set up here. I have some indicators and lines here and such. So you can pretty much look at this to be a more detailed, you know, how you want it to be and such. And then if we go, let me go back. There you go. Let's just change it to like the 5-year graph. Actually, that's just the one year. So here is the 1 year. And then just today, you know, pretty much it's just gone up crazy right there. So they give you a little bit of a detailed description of the company, some news about it, stuff like that. And the analysis ratings, the earnings. So give you some related stocks. Look, everything is pretty good today, as you can see. Everything's actually looking up today. Tomorrow could be a different story, but, you know, Robinhood I recommend primarily if you're, I guess, a beginner and you want to start out, and if you don't want to use M1 Finance, if you want to use some companies that, you know, buy into some companies and just get the dividends and stuff like that. It's for short-term, you know, stock trading. You could certainly use it for that, but you will probably need to know a little bit about when to buy, when to sell, and probably Robinhood's probably not the best platform for that because they don't offer, you know, the most. I mean, well, you do have this too. Let me show you. You do have different order types. You have a market order, a limit order, a stop loss, stop limit, trailing stop order. We have all these different types of orders. I'm not going to go into detail about all of these. You can, you know, research them for yourself. That'll be it. Not for this stock week. Okay. So, yeah. Now, Webull. The interesting thing about Webull is they do not have. Pretty sure that they don't have an online. Or do they? I think that they might actually. Do they? I don't know. Let's see. So here's their website here. So starting chart trading now, commission free. So here's where you can do it. Okay, so you actually can view it in the browser with the web app, but they actually have a dedicated program for your computer. And they also have phone apps just like the other two. I like this one the most, and I'll show you why in just a moment, but we will also talk more in depth about what I do on Saturday when I talk about how I actually trade the stocks using this application. But let me just show you, for example. Let me bring up Tesla again. That's what we were looking at. I have hardly any money in this account because this is mostly a test account to see, you know, if I'm ready to go. Okay, so I only have $50 in this account. Okay, not much, but I'm just testing the waters. Remember that. I'm kind of new to this, testing the waters. But I did get 2 free stocks, and even though they've lost $6, over $6 in value, it's still free money. It really is. So let me show you the platform. So here it is pretty much. Here's like a watch list of some of the stocks that I'm looking at. You can create a watch list just like you can in Robinhood. And you can have different types of indicators. So if I go to indicator, for example, I can add all of these crazy indicators. These pretty much just are an indication, as it says, okay? It's an indication as to what the stock is going to do, okay? I don't really have too many here. I really do not. You really don't even need as many as I have. I have, you know, 1, 2, 3. I have 4 lines on here. But the main one I look at is this yellow one, which we will talk more and more about that as to, you know, when to buy, when to sell, and that sort of stuff. And if we go over, let's see, here's the free ones that I have. As you can see, Groupon and Investors. Those are the free ones that I got. But I can also, let me show you, I can view news about this company, financials. I can do a bunch of different things. There's a lot of stuff in here, as you can see. If I go to quotes, let me just scroll down here a little bit. I can view, you know, time and sales, support and resistance levels, order flows, see how, you know, most people are, what are they doing? Most people seem to be buying here. Inflows, medium order, outflows, about medium. So you can kind of see what's going on, get a bit of a detail there. And then I can also order here as well, as you can see. So we'll talk a little bit more about this later, but we can do these types of orders. We can do a stop loss, take profit, and that sort of stuff. What's nice about this also, you can do paper trading. It's called paper trading. Let me show you. Paper trading account. Here we go. So in paper trading, this is where I practice. You can practice, and pretty much over the past week, I've gained $408. They give you $10,000 to start with. Okay, so you paper trade, and you pretty much trade fake money to see how your strategies play out. And you can see I've gained $408. I only gained $12 a day, mostly because today I have lost some money, but I managed to make one that got me a little bit more back, so I ended up only making 12. But yesterday, for example, I made 150. But pretty much the same type of thing. You can buy, you sell, you look at your graphs, you see what works best for you. So if I go to Tesla, ideally, if I'm looking at this, I would want to buy, let's say I bought here and sold here. I can do that right over here with this platform. Really easy, really, really easy, okay? Again, these are some of the ones that I look at. We'll talk a bit more about that tomorrow. So that is pretty much it for the 3 different types of platforms. Again, if you're just starting out, I recommend, let me turn that off. I recommend starting out with M1 Finance because you don't really need to worry about your money. You pretty much look up some companies online. All you gotta do is pretty much research some companies, high dividend yielding companies, stocks, and then look at their graph. Apple and Microsoft I described, many years ago they were like down here, and they've had steady growth throughout time, even with something like what's going on today in the world. They're going to survive it, and they're going to continue to grow. And I don't know when it'll be when they're all all this stuff is done and over with, but guess what? They're going to outperform. They're going to overcome that, and for the most part, it's not going to be that big of a deal if you're saving for 10-15 years down the line. So that's one that I recommend for sure. Using M1 Finance, that is. Okay, so we're talking a bit more about that tomorrow. What I look at, the companies that I'm invested in, the companies I'm watching. And then I guess Saturday will be the conclusion, unless you have another idea you want to talk about me, elaborate on. Primarily Saturday is going to be how I go about executing those trades here and making some money in that Webull account. We'll talk a bit about that because for the most part I have been successful with that. As you can see, the paper trading, I've even traded real money. I've gotten a little bit. I only have $50, so it's very hard for $50, but it's paper trading. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to head back now to Mr. Dell Big Tree. We got this here, again, this right here, this craziness, that is what's causing. Let me show you what this is causing. That is what's causing this craziness right here. Crazy. So I think it's mostly because people are just so misinformed. So him and his team provide excellent information. So I highly recommend checking out this video. I just started watching. I'm only a few minutes into the live stream, but I'll say this. I'm not worried about this. I'm worried about this. That is absolutely terrifying and scary to me. That really is. This is scary. This is not scary. This is what's scary, that the government is doing this. This is very scary to me. So, all because of something that is, less than a 1% rate, There's something more here. We're talking a bit more about this after stock week, but there's something more here. Just think about that. Why would they go to these extreme measures if the rate is so low? There's something more. So I'm watching this. I'm going to get the facts and then see what's up there, okay? So you all take care. Have a great day. Hopefully this was educational to you, and I will catch you again very soon. Okay, so let me know any other topics that you want regarding this theme, the stocks, and I'll get to that before stock week is up. Okay, so you'll take care now. Bye bye.